Good evening, everybody. I've been wanting to do this video for a couple of days now. 11 random facts about myself. But life happens. I've been having some fun with plants, and I have had to work and had to take care of a little situation up here, but I got all that done now. And so now, the 11 random facts about me. Number one, I like almost all forms of music. Um, I love classical, opera, classic rock, most modern rock. I could do heavy metal, love country. I like it all, but almost all, I should say. I'm not the biggest fan of blues and jazz. I just have never been able to relax to that. And I don't like rap and hip hop music. Back when I used to do the Yahoo chat rooms, one of my friends made a comment and I agreed with him 100%. Rap music is missing two things: the letter C and talent. And then just a couple of years ago I learned a new phrase, and I agree with this one too. You know, music is like a candy bar. You got to remove the wrapper to enjoy it. Number two is music reflects my emotions. Um, when I'm in an elevated emotional state, I turn on my music. I actually could listen to music 24/7, easily. There are times to help myself sleep. I would grab my little MP3 player right here and I would turn it to volume level number 1 and listen to some of the softer music. But like I said, it reflects my emotions. The best way to find out what type of mood I'm in is listen to the very first song I listen in its entirety. And that will tell you exactly the mood I'm in. I got like 20 songs from Air Supply on my computer here. Bad Company, Def Leppard. Um, I like all types. And so if I'm in a rowdy mood, I might even listen to a little Toby Keith. My favorite type of music to relax in is classical. And so if I want to relax or I want to focus on something, but do it calm, because I'm doing some serious reading or research, I would put on Franz Liszt's Preludes, or I would listen to Rachmaninoff's music. And, I'd really get into it. And so if you know what I'm listening to, you know how I'm doing. Number three, I used to do old school role playing. Now, old school role playing is when you grab the books and you have crap load of books, crap load of paper, and you got the dice out. I used to play Rollmaster a lot, and I enjoy playing that quite a bit. And so when you make a decision with Rollmaster, they did a percentage roll. Percentage system. So what you needed were 2d10s. 2d10s right here. And so, you'll say one number is worth 10, one's worth 1 slot, and you roll it. Man, oh look, 81. I got a lot of dice. I got D4s, D6s, D8s, D10s, D12s. I got a D30. And I got the golf ball, the D100. It did lead me to satanic worship at all, but it did introduce me to music quite a bit. I mean, not music, magic. Because this is fantasy role playing is what I did. I did a lot of things with Middle Earth, and I created my own worlds, and they have like a lot of spells and all that. And so I learned a little bit about magic through the game, and I thought that was cool. It also opened my mind because with Rollmaster, you create your own world, and so I learned a lot about how societies work, and I was able to let my imagination grow, and I love that. Number 4, I like Ren fairs. Renaissance fairs are a lot of fun. I've been to Ren fairs in Illinois and Iowa. I always go as a Scottish Highlander. I have 3 styles of kilts. I got the claymore. I I got the cap. I got everything, and I just love it. In fact, I even changed my name. Because the whole idea about the Ren Fair to me is escaping the mundane world and entering a different world and being, somebody else. So my name when I go to the Ren Fairs is Craig McGowan, a good, healthy Scottish name. Um, and, I have fun. Number 5, I love to travel. I have been to Europe. I had a stop in Germany. I spent a night in Poland, and I spent a week in Belarus, which is a former republic of the Soviet Union. I flew over Ireland, and I was very, taken by the views that I saw. When I was over the Atlantic Ocean, I saw the ice pack and all those, well, it looked like tiny little ice cubes. I know were large, massive, icebergs. It was beautiful. I have been over Canada. I have not driven in Canada yet. I have been to the Bahamas. I took a cruise ship on the Bahamas. I have been in many states due to my flying and driving around. There's Iowa and the surrounding states I have been into. And when I get more of the house done in a couple years, I'm hoping to go back into doing some major traveling. Number 6, my favorite subject in school was history. Yeah. I was told at a young age that those who do not learn history are doomed to repeat it. And, I started to read history a little bit, and I was seeing that happening. And so I just got really involved in it because I wanted to learn. I also love history because it talks about different cultures and how people lived back in the day. And that just always fascinated me. Okay, number 7. I barely watch TV. I find TV to be boring. I hate reality TV shows. So I have like a small little group of shows that I watch. I like NCIS, Big Bang Theory. I like that show quite a bit. American Pickers is okay, but it's a reality show and it gets kind of boring after a while. I think that recent television programming has been very dumb. It is boring TV programs. They like to do these large plays where they'll play 4 episodes of a series all at once, and you can only watch so much Big Bang Theory or NCIS at once before you start getting sick of it. And so I just got sick of it, and so I barely watch TV. Um, okay, number 8, I talk with my hands. Unless I'm holding a notebook, which I am right now, I usually talk with my hands. I get passionate about things. And so if you've watched my videos, there are times where you'll see a hand go like this, or, I'm trying to describe something with my fingers. And that's the way I am, because it's true. Uh, when a person is passionate about what they believe in, they open themselves up. They're telling you the truth. And so when you have people, and I'm sorry to bring up politics, but like Bernie Sanders, his arms go out. He's reaching for everything. He is trying to express how he feels. And because his hands are opening like this, he is being honest and passionate with you. One thing I've had to learn, I didn't believe it at first, but I believe it so much now, body language. And so, like Bernie is open, but you got the opposite with Hillary. If you see her, she goes like this. This is an aggressive, because this is like hitting or cutting, and it's closed because she is attacking, and she's not being really open. So people that go like this all the time are being aggressive, angry. So it is great when people open their hands and they tell you how they feel. Okay, so I better move on. Number 9. Sometimes I cheer for the bad guy. I don't like people telling me who is right and who's wrong. I have to make that decision for myself. And sometimes when I look at a situation, I look at it with the big picture. I can't just look at it through, well, this is what benefits me, so here's my tunnel vision. This person's bad, that person's good, let's cheer, cheer, cheer for the good person. I can't do that. When it comes to politics, I try to see the big picture. You might not agree with me, and that's fine, but Assad, the president of Syria, and Muammar Gaddafi, the former leader of Libya, were actually people I cheered for. Saddam Hussein, I actually kind of cheered for. These are people that were not involved in terrorist attacks in the United States. They were not perfect. They did some bad things, but I think all political leaders at some point do some questionable things. I mean, look at the United States and Guantanamo Bay. But you see, I think Assad and Gaddafi did something that was beneficial for the world. Through their rule, they were able to keep the subgroups of their nation from slaughtering each other. Look at Syria now. Syria is, it's been battered. There's so much killing and it's destruction and all that. But if Assad was in place and left alone, we wouldn't be having that. And so I think the U.S. and some of our NATO allies screwed up big by messing with Assad. The same thing could go with Gaddafi. So I think Hillary Rodham Clinton, Obama, and some of these other politicians screwed us over, because now we have so much violence, and now we're trying to control it, and it's costing us a lot of money and a lot of lives. On the smaller scale and in entertainment, I see how sometimes the bad person really wasn't that bad. How they did things their way for a reason, and they, looking at the big picture, actually did the right thing. But you know, one side's perspective is different than another's. And I'm also used to being picked on, so to say, because my favorite football team is in the NFL is the New England Patriots, and people like to say that they're cheaters and all that, and so I get that they're bad, they're evil, but I cheer for them because they are a good team. They do win a lot of games. Number 10, I'm scared of heights. I don't like being on the top of unsecured ladders. The idea of climbing a tree with a gas chainsaw and trimming some of the branches off is something I don't want to do. I had at times worked on scissor lifts at work and being up awfully high, full extension, and the scissor lifts wobble, and that was scary for me. I am fighting my fears. I've gotten better at it. Roller coasters used to be a little intimidating. Ferris wheels I'm pretty good at now. Flying was scary for me. Those first 2 times that I got onto a plane and all that, take off, and that was just a little weird. My second flight, I got a window seat, and watching the ground from so far up was weird. There are times where I'm watching some 3D programming on the computer, and you get to look down, and it's like, whoa, and I could feel it. Even though I'm safe on the ground here, I'm seeing it, and it just still, wow. Number 11, still don't have a cell phone. I don't see having a smartphone, a cell phone, as a requirement yet. A lot of people have them, and they seem to be a hindrance. We got people that are constantly having their nose, stuck in their cell phone. You got people that text. They don't have the social skills and all that. So I see the cell phone as a pain in the butt. I also don't like the idea that I'm expected to take that cell phone everywhere and everywhere, so people can call me at all times, and I hate that. I don't. If I don't want to answer the phone, I should be able to go. Wasn't home. And I got an answering machine, so that's what you got. So I mean, the closest thing I'm ever going to have to a cell phone, unless they pass a law, is my tablet right here. Because there I can do some of the computer functions that I need. I got Wi-Fi with it, so I can do the videos, I can record, send, and all that. But that's all I want. I don't want to be one of those people that have their thumbs going like this, but they can't go look eye to eye to a person and have a conversation. So those are my 11 random facts about me. Just wanted to have a little fun with that. If you want to, there is a channel called My Pagan Life. The host is Maja, and it is a wonderful channel. I enjoy watching our videos. So everybody, take care. Be at peace.